Wagwan from a very beautiful, hot Runaway Bay, Montego Bay in Jamaica. Yep, I'm on my holidays. So I was very, very fortunate not to have to suffer all of that deadline day nonsense, which drives me up the wall. Very, very underwhelming from a Tottenham perspective. But I asked the question, is it underwhelming basically because of teams like Chelsea spending money like it's going out of fashion, like there's some bottomless pit that they can just delve into? Or is it because we didn't get what we really wanted? So I've got to be honest, in my mind, after the start of this season, and even at the end of last season when we had the summer transfer window, the one place I was calling out that we needed strengthening was a right wing back. But that was the position that I really wanted us to fill, and the other one was an attacking midfielder. So, am I disappointed? Yeah, a little bit, because we've not really done very well this season so far, even though we're still within touching distance of top four, we're still in the Champions League, we're still in the FA Cup, but it still feels a little bit disappointing. We've started to see the cracks appearing with Hugo, which has meant that we probably do need to look at that at some point. Do we need to look at it now? Probably not. I think Hugo's still got a season and a bit or so to going in. We've got Forrester who can back him up, who I feel is a decent backup. Maybe not a long-term solution, but certainly a backup. And then obviously there's been some issues with the central defence positions, which has been a bit of a worry. Dyer not really hitting the form that he had been hitting, which got him back into the England squad. But you know, we have got Romero, we have got Langley, we have got Davis, who, you know, to be fair, have still been doing okay. Not the greatest, but doing okay. And the one position we really wanted was right wing back, and so we now have this Porro geezer. Everyone's been calling him out, fantastic player, blah blah blah. I personally don't know too much, only from the bits and pieces that I've seen. So we'll support him and we'll see how he gets on over the next few months and see if he is an upgrade on what we've already got. Matt Doherty has gone out the door, which, you know, has to be expected. You know, if you're buying a Porro, it seems pointless having someone like Doherty sitting in as a backup, and it seemed that it was either him or Emerson that were going to be the one. So for me, I guess it's probably the better option. I know Emerson divides opinion very, very much. There's a lot of people out there that think he is not good enough, he's never going to be good enough, and I'm probably on that side. But there are people that are saying, you know, he's improving, he's not doing too badly, and, you know, we're getting better game time out of him. So, you know, we have to give the lad some opportunities. I think the most disappointing aspect is the two loanees which we've seen. Jed Spence, I don't know what's going on there, why he just cannot get anywhere near this team. So he's been pushed out again. Off to Rennes, which I see as a really stupid move. I can't, you know, realistically, would it not have made sense to send him to somewhere like Bournemouth or Southampton or somewhere like that might want, you know, a player of that ability, to see what he's got? And the other one, obviously, again, Brian Hill, I think, has shown some good improvement and done some decent bits. I think there is a player in there. He just probably needs some game time. He needs to feel it, get on his feet and that, and maybe playing at another Premier League team may have been enough to give him something, give him some idea of what he's got to fight for, and let's see what he can do in the longer term. I think going back to Seville, what does that prove? What does that give him? I honestly don't understand it. But listen, I don't get paid the money that these guys get paid to make these decisions, so ultimately we'll have to live with it, won't we? So yeah, so a little bit underwhelmed, but ultimately we've refreshed. We've got this Porro guy in at the position that we needed, and we've got the bonus attacking player that's come in as well, scoring on his debut. So let's see how that pans out. I'm not sure whether he can play anywhere other than up front. I don't know. I don't know enough about him, so we'll see how that progresses in the short term. But I think, you know, with Perisic as a left wing back, and we've got Sessegnon, who, I've got to be honest with you, I'm not sure he's really ever going to get there. You know, it's a shame to see him drop to where he is currently, because, you know, he came with such expectation and he just doesn't seem to be doing it. Not for me anyway, because, you know, we've had what, you know, it feels like he can't take anybody on, and he can't use his right foot, so it's a bit of a worry. But we do have two people in that position. So anyway, just a quick one, just a quick update, giving my thoughts, and I'll leave it there. Up the Spurs.